Denny Hamlin has taken over your role. Do you miss being the bad guy?
I miss winning. I miss
Oh,
winning as much. That's where most of it came from for me was, um, when I came into NASCAR, I was booed from the start. You know, my first
yeah,
race, was a Truck Series race at,
Joliet or something like that.
close. That was my second one. It was actually, Indy, IRP. I ran
Mm.
IRP for my first truck race, and there was some boos in the crowd, and I'm like, "What?" Like, I didn't even do anything, and I didn't see anything of it. And so 6 truck races go by, and then I got kicked out of NASCAR, so I had to go run, ASA and some ARCA races. And then when I came back to NASCAR, I came back in the Xfinity Series to run a part-time schedule, and I was in the '87 Ditech car. And by then, Kurt wasn't necessarily making the best of friends on the NASCAR level, right?
I went through that with Rusty. Everybody hated me because of Rusty. Now they
There
hate
you
you
go.
because of Kurt.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
So, when I got driver intros for my first Xfinity Series race, I got booed out of there, and I was like, "What the heck? I didn't do anything. It's Kyle, not
yeah,
Kurt."
yeah.
And so from there on, and I was bound and determined that I was going to make a name for myself and make a name in the sport, and certainly was able to do that. But winning a lot. There were years 2009, 10, 11, 12, 13. I think I won 20 something races a year in those years, with truck, Xfinity, and Cup. And we were just knocking them down, and people hated it. That's where the Kyle Busch rule came from, because everybody hated it so bad that I was dipping into trucks and Xfinity and winning all the time, that now you're limited to your 5 starts out of the year. And so it's just tough to find that chemistry and that niche with those teams, because you're only there for 5 times out of the year. So I feel like nowadays it's kind of like nobody does it, because it's hard enough as it is to win races at the Cup level, but now it's hard to win races at the truck and Xfinity level, because you're not doing it every week to build the program to where it needs to be. You're not involved in it enough to be there to keep it the way that it needs to be with the people that you got. So yeah, I mean, that was I applaud Denny for taking on the role. That's fine.
Yes.
And I it's fun to see it from another side, because I knew how to live it. And that's the thing, man. Like, you just have to embrace it, and you just have to roll with it and go with it and take it on, and say, like, yeah, you hate me because I'm a badass and you're just jealous. Like, yeah,